Howdy music fans, thanks for joining me today for another video of Unsung Heroes of Rock and Roll. Today I'm going to look at my Ian Hunter CDs. And there he is playing one of his big ones, Cleveland Rocks, which the Drew Carey show took. We're going to start though with Mott The Hoople. I'm just going to kind of peruse through these kind of quick because it's more of an Ian Hunter thing, solo thing. But I have this original album Classics of Mott The Hoople, which has All the Young Dudes, Mott The Hoople, and then two that he wasn't on, Drive On and Shouting and Pointing. And I haven't listened to all of these yet. I do know the first three. Got a lot of bonus tracks on them too, as you can see. And these are these cheapo, just, you know, in the sleeves, they come out. First one is All the Young Dudes. And then Mott The Hoople, or just Mott, I guess it is. Here's the back of All the Young Dudes, the one that David Bowie wrote for Ian Hunter, or Mott The Hoople. And I don't know, but I believe that, you know, Ian Hunter pretty much is Mott The Hoople, was Mott The Hoople. Like I say, they did do a couple albums after he left, and I don't know the story behind the band and him leaving. And this one's called Drive On. This is without him. And I don't know this one yet. I haven't listened to this yet. Yeah, I don't know the story of why he left the band, but I know that he still has one heck of a solo career afterwards. Released a lot of great records. And I believe he was the main songwriter, or maybe the only songwriter in that band, in Mott The Hoople. So, but correct me if I'm wrong. I could well be. I don't know a lot about these guys information-wise. I just love the music. Here is Brain Capers, Mott The Hoople. And I just love that how much of a rocker he is, and how much of a rocker they were, Mott The Hoople. I think they just he writes really good, strong rock and roll songs. He's just a great songwriter. Here's Mott The Hoople, Ian Hunter, the golden decade from 1969 to 1997, of all things. So it's got the first 11 songs are Mott The Hoople, and then the next, 2, 4, 6, 7, or 8 songs are Ian Hunter solo. And of course, he did carry some of these songs on to his solo career that he did with them. And this is a nice one. It's got a nice booklet with it, going through all the records. But this does not have anything of those later albums that he wasn't on, of course. Alright, next is a Mott The Hoople, The Ballad of Mott, a retrospective by Columbia. There's this guy, 2 CD set, fat box, the booklet. Nice pictures. He really looked like a rock star, didn't he? Always had the shades and the big, long, curly hair. I think somebody who I just like, almost everything he does. He experiments a lot with sounds, and I don't like everything, but almost everything that I've heard from them and him, I do like. He writes a beautiful ballad, a good ballad, and then he writes all these great rock and roll songs. I mean, that's of course the bread and butter. I think that's his best stuff, is his rock and roll songs. I love how he uses piano and guitar together. Great rhythm section. Everything just sounds, like real rock and roll. And then there's stuff like this, which is shows his musical prowess, that he's not just a one-trick pony. He's quite an interesting musical talent. I'll do this later. All right, now the Ian Hunter. So I have another one of these original album classics, Ian Hunter, and this one has Ian Hunter, I think the other one's All American, Alien Boy, and then Overnight Angels. These are his first 3 records, I believe, and this one, Ian Hunter, is excellent. I like it quite a bit. Don't know what label this is. That looks like it's the same. What is that, Columbia? Legacy, Sony Music. I think that's Columbia. And this one is really pretty rockin'. This one has some good rockers on it, Overnight Angels, and I do like it. But I think I like Ian Hunter the best. And then there's All American Alien Boy, another one that also is dang good. Has some good rockers. But yeah, I think his first one is the best. See if I can remember the songs I really like. Well, Once Bitten, Twice Shy is fantastic. Who Do You Love is not the Bo Diddley song, and it's a really good one. Yeah, a lot of rockers on here all together. And then he does a bunch of these songs over, edits and different versions and stuff. Irene Wilde is on All American Alien Boy, and that's a nice song. Yeah, a lot of great stuff. Okay, now this one is another one of these. From the Knees of My Heart, the albums, 1979 to 1981, and it's a good, cheap way to get a bunch of Ian Hunter. It's got You're Never Alone with a Schizophrenic. Come on, that's what a great title. Welcome to the Club, short in the back and side, short back and sides, and then Ian Hunter Rocks. That's a live one, and it's got a lot of bonus tracks as well, as you can see. So we'll take a look at these, and this one has a little booklet. So this is the Chrysalis years. This is a little bit nicer than those original album series ones in that it has, a booklet, and those original albums or classic album series, they don't always have the bonus tracks. This does, and so did that other one. Actually, I think both the other ones do. All right, You're Never Alone with a Schizophrenic. What a great title, come on. And that's got Just Another Night, which is another rocker that everybody knows. Wild East, Cleveland Rocks, great rocker. Standing in My Light, another one. It's not a rocker, but boy, it's a good song. And then he's got some other versions of some of these in the bonus tracks there. Welcome to the Club, I believe, is another live one. Yeah, live in 1979 in LA, FBI, Once Bitten, Twice Shy, and it's got Just Another Night and Cleveland Rocks. These are his standards. Walking with a Mountain and Rock and Roll Queen are Mott The Hoople songs, so he's still doing those, which is pretty cool. There's my cat meowing. Hey, there it is, Just Another Night. Short back and sides. This one I like. It's not as good as the other one, the first one in here, but I do like it for sure. It's got Central Park and West. Lisa Likes Rock and Roll. Old Records Never Die. Yeah, a bunch of good songs on here. And then this live one, which I don't know if this is anywhere else but this collection. I have not seen it. And again, it's got, a bunch of his, all the way from Memphis, his medley with Honky Tonk Women, and doesn't do a lot of covers though. Doesn't need to. He's got such, he's so prolific and has such a big output, such a catalog. So this one is called YU Aorta. YU Aorta. And it's him and Mick Ronson, and it's got a lot of great stuff on this. American Music is a great rocker. Not the same as the Blasters, obviously. It's his own music. Trying to think of other ones I remember on here. Tell It Like It Is, I think, is another good rocker. He has so many songs, it's hard to remember. He has so many great songs. Sorry about my cat, she's old. And she just had surgery a week ago. A lot of dental surgery. Next is Dirty Laundry. Dancing on the Moon, another fine mess. That's a rocker. And Never Trust a Blonde, Psycho Girl, My Revolution, Good Girls. He's also a guy that's gotten better as he went. I mean, he does have some albums that I don't have where he experiments with some kind of goofy sounds and I guess synthesizers and strings and other weird things and maybe drum machines. But he's not afraid to mess around with different things, and he usually still comes out with good stuff. Not always, but usually. But his last few albums, and I guess we're here already, of the ones that I don't have a bunch of them, but Rant, this one is fantastic. Another song with a lot of great rockers on it, which are my favorite, but again, he does write a great ballad. Still Love Rock and Roll, Wash Us Away, Death of a Nation, Morons, Dead Man Walking, Rip Off, Soap and Water, just great songs. They just go on and on and on. I think this is 2001 that this came out. And I'm still collecting old Ian Hunter. I'm going to get more of his. I have some that I don't have. I have some from the library that are in my iTunes that I don't have on CD, like his last record, Fingers Crossed. I still need to get that, but I did get it from the library. And I didn't like it at first, and then I just recently listened to it in the iTunes, and I was like, wait a minute, what was I thinking? This is a pretty good rockin' album. But now we get to these three, which I just think are fantastic. Shrunken Heads really is great. A lot of great songs on this. Trying to think of anything that I remember for you. Oh, How's Your House is a good one. I Am What I Hated When I Was Young is really a great song. And it's a little bit of a country kind of thing. A little upbeat country rock and roll kind of thing. Shrunken Heads. This is, I think, 2007. Prints all the lyrics. This is a jam on Just Another Night. It's been on for like most of this time here. And then we get to When I'm President, Man Overboard. This is another one. The Great Escape, Arms and Legs, Up and Running. I mean, I like every song I think on here. Babylon Blues, River of Tears, a pretty song. Girl from the Office. It just goes on and on and on. And this was 2000, I believe, 9. I think they're 3 years apart. This is New West Records too. He's on now. And there's the CD. Nothing too terribly exciting there. And my guess is the booklet is gonna be all probably all lyrics. Yeah, he's big on reprinting the lyrics, which is really pretty cool. I think I like seeing the lyrics. If I need to refer to them, of course nowadays everything's online anyway. Yeah, so this is a good one, and this one might be my favorite. Ian Hunter and the Rant Band, When I'm President. This might even be the one that really got me into him. Comfortable is a great one. Flyin, Scottsman, is the parentheses. Fatally Flawed, When I'm President, Just the Way You Look Tonight, Wild Bunch. I mean, everything on this is just, it's a really solid record. Really pumping acoustic guitars on here, and then the wonderful piano and great electric guitar riffs, and he just gets these great bands. I don't know who the Rant Band is, so let's find out who's the Rant Band. James Mastro, never heard of him. Andy Burton, no, don't think I've heard of him. Steve Holley, Mark Bosch, and Paul Page. So that's the Rant Band. Looks like we got several guitars here. There's what I'm looking at. The names are on the bottom there. And I don't know any of these guys. I don't know who these guys are, but I think they're on several of his later records. Yeah, another pretty one there. So he is definitely an unsung hero of rock and roll. Check out Mott The Hoople. Check out Ian Hunter. I highly recommend these four, honestly. Rant, I highly recommend, and Shrunken Heads, I highly recommend, and When I'm President, Man Overboard, sorry, I highly recommend. And When I'm President might be my favorite Ian Hunter album. But I also recommend, a lot of these other ones. Dirty Laundry is great. Aorta. Aorta. That one's great. And then these are all solid. Short Back and Sides is probably the weakest, and it's not weak at all. It's pretty strong. So these are great. And then these are great too. Overnight Angels might be the weakest one in my opinion, but it's also great. So. Yeah, I highly recommend him as a songwriter and as a lyricist and musician, and just great song craftsman and really great rock and roll songs. So I will put some of my favorites down in the description. But check out Ian Hunter. Please subscribe, like, and comment. I'd love to hear what you think of Ian Hunter. Have a great day. Thanks.